Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Buddy up! 94 is the money. I'm trying to collect.
Now Haskins on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From midfield now, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and get it with Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 12 more yards there and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. On the crossing route, complete. That's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Elway. Oh, he's going to take a shot right up. And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Elway. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's ha-ha. Dix with a pick. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now it's Elway. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
I got him. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On second down, Elway steps away to his left. This is intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 24, Smith. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Smith hands off to Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
He's going to fire one deep over them, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
15, line, 59. Just like that.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, 2 teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Geis trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Over the middle to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight.
From the gun, here's Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 50, it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
You see me?
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
61, matchbox lights. Let's go.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
50, clear.
I'm coming after you.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
60-or.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
6, bullet high. Hey, echo.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. The point after is good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Now that was a big-time play by the...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Elway. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run forward to Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, 5-7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 50 wants the mic. 50.
On 1st down, Elway connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Elway on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
What we got?
On 3rd down, Elway. Looking right sideline, that's complete. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, let's calm down.
5.
Now it's Elway. And he's going to go down again. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Elway to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Operating from the gun, Smith. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
It's taken to the 26. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Chicago.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Elway. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready, set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, D, all day. Big grip.
On 1st down, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Check 56. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead, baby. Go. Mike 56.
Elway throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Go.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Go now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
They'll try the counter here. Cohen. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Smith from the gun, he'll throw left side, complete. It's Richardson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Operating from the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to get a score back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. Smith, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
56. Come on, dude.
Now Elway. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
56 is the mic. All day, baby. All day, all day. Let's go.
On second down, Elway. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Leaping, and he makes the grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Go! 30 base.
Smith throwing again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got an NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever.
Sam off.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Leo.
Under crunch.
Look, squeeze.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's 2nd down.
Got it. 56, right there, 56. It's a party now.
Get it.
Now Smith going to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Smith now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back.
8 read. 56. Here we go, D. Hey, just go.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 50. Hey, Charlie. 56. It's our field. It's our field.
From the shotgun, Elway. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears...